Now, let's see. So, week 1, Four of Wands. Week 2, there is a major arcana. Week 3, another major arcana. And week 4, another major arcana. Oh my goodness, look at this, Gemini. Namaste, my wonderful Gemini friends. Welcome to my channel. My name is Celine. I'm a counseling psychologist, a hypnotherapist, and an intuitive tarot reader. I blend both spiritual insight and psychological interpretation in my readings. Now, this is your general reading for the month of July, where we're going to explore the energies surrounding your love life, your career, and your finances for the month ahead. Now, if you like more personalized guidance, then don't forget to check out my weekly readings on this channel. Now, before we go any further, I would like to tell you a little bit about what's happening in July with regards to the Vedic calendar. Now, according to the Vedic calendar, this month, July, carries the energies of gaining wisdom, embracing spiritual growth, and honoring the mentors, the teachers, and the guides who has been lighting up our path. It is also a beautiful time for learning, reflection, and deepening our connection with our inner truth. Now, with all these beautiful things in our hearts and mind, let's begin by clearing the space and releasing all negative energies. Okay, now I'm going to invite your spirit guides, your higher self, and your ancestors to be present during this reading. Now, the sound may be a little loud for some of you, so please turn down the volume. All right, so let's begin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull one card for each week. That is, I'm going to pull 4 cards for week 1, 2, week 3, and week 4. And then I'm going to do a general one first, followed by your love, and then your career, and I'm going to end it with your finances. Okay, so that's lots to unravel today. So let's begin. And before I start any further, my wonderful dear Gemini friends, please remember this is a collective reading. So take only what resonates and leave the rest. Also, it will be great if you can help me grow my channel by liking it, subscribing it, and by sharing the videos. Okay? All right. So that's going to be for week 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Looks like your week 3 and 4 seems to be a little tight. Okay, that's how I feel. Now, let's see. So, week 1, Four of Wands. Week 2, there is a major arcana. Week 3, another major arcana. And week 4, another major arcana. Oh my goodness, look at this, Gemini. Okay, you're going to start the week with a little subtle message, but your week 2 to week 4, there is something very important that the universe will like to let you know. So we're going to look into a deeper level what this message is all about. Okay. All right, so let's start with 4 of Wands. Now, 4 is all about stability, obviously, okay? And it's also, I see there's some kind, you're going to start the month with a bang, meaning there's going to be a celebration that is coming, all right? And I also see there is some kind of a reunions that is happening for the start of the month. So I sense that there might be some kind of a wedding or anniversary that you are going to be invited, oh, maybe your company is having, a reunion or celebration for to mark, the half of the year that went very successfully. But I see that also some of you might be returning home. Maybe your contract is over, so you might be returning home. I don't know. So see how it goes. Remember, the first is all about a general reading for the month of July. Okay. Now, the second week of July, okay, the Empress, which is the major arcana. So here I see there is a lot of abundance coming your way. Now, some of you may also experience, pregnancy news. All right, you're going to be a mother. If that is the case, congratulations to you in advance. And also, I see, there is a lot of nurturing happening. So I sense that, let's say if you are the one who's going back home, I see there's going to be a lot of love from your family. Okay, you're going to be so happy, you're going to be so nurtured. Okay, you are going to be blessed with the divine feminine. Now, again, not a woman, as I already keep mentioning. The tarot card doesn't really talks about gender. So there's going to be, you've been working probably, and now you're going home. So there's going to be more, divine female interaction, more motherly love, coming your way, or you are going to go home and show your motherly love to your kids and your family. Okay, so take how it resonates. Now, the third week, probably you may come down with some kind of chaos, but I wouldn't like to use the word chaos. This is, of course, it's a more, major arcana, but what I would like to, try to say here is there is going to be some kind of a sudden change here. Okay, so maybe there is a change that you may need to go back to work, or there is a change in your relationship. Sometimes, this card also talks about, to me, okay, I feel the Tower is a wake up call. Sometimes we are just, being in a, what is the word I'm looking for, in a zone that, that's too comfortable for us. So now the universe is saying, hey, wake up. Okay, there's going to be a lot of change coming your way, because you need to be prepared for a change that is coming. So there's some kind of a change, there's kind of a wake up call is happening for some of you in the third week of July. So just take how it resonates again. And the last one is also a major arcana. I see there is travel, new beginning. So probably after this wake up call, that you need to have some kind of a new beginning. Some of you going to take chance to travel abroad, or take a chance to a new job, or probably, leave the old relationship and take a chance, to move on your own. Or maybe there's a new relationship coming in and you are going to take a chance and jump on it. So I don't know how it is, because as I say, this is a very general reading that I'm doing, just to give you a heads up of what's going to happen, in the month of July. All right. So let's see whether these cards are going to align with the other three sectors that I'm going to do. That is your love, your career, and your finance. So now I'm going to pull out some cards for your love. Okay, so let's see what message or messages are coming from my wonderful Gemini with regards to their love. Okay, so I'm gonna put 1, 2, 3, and your 4. Okay, so let's begin. So you have the Eight of Swords, and you have the Magician, a major arcana. Looks like there's 2 major arcana is happening on the second week. That's great. And then you have a cups, okay, Knight of Cups, and you have a 8 of yeah, that's 8. That's temperance. Hang on, strength. Sorry, strength. Okay, so you have 2 major arcana here, and you have a Knight of Cups, and you have the Eight of Swords. All right, so 8 is all about, movement. There's going to be some changes happening for you here. So sometimes I feel like with regards to love, you may be a little trapped in your feeling and you're afraid to there's a change, okay, and there is some kind of a choice that you're unable to make because you want to move forward in your love, but looks like if you look at this, you are kind of trapped and you're kneeling down and you don't know what to do, and this person behind is just looking and seeing what are you going to do. So I sense as kind of you want to move from your relationship, but there's some kind of trap that this person seems to have an overpowering of, power. They have overpowering power about you, and you are in your knees. So you may want to check out what is that entrapment. Okay, with regard to your love, maybe you need to work, but that is very soon going to change. The reason is because if you are going to build up some courage, you can do magic. Okay, this is a magician. You can create opportunities whether to stay in this relationship or you want to move. Okay, you manifest here. All right, you have all these signs, the swords, the cups, the pentacles, the wands. All right, you have everything within you for you to create an opportunity for love. If you are not, if you feel trapped in this environment, okay, the second week, I sense that you are going to create, okay, an opportunity that, it's going to change your love life. All right. Now, the Knight of Cups, the Knight is always a fast moving, okay, it's a young adult, okay, and there is going to be some kind of attraction coming your way. Maybe I also see that you might be traveling to see your loved one. Okay, if your love is in the other side, I sense that in the third week of July that you might be traveling to see, your love. I also see there's a lot of romance here. Can you see this waiter is serving with so much of enthusiasm? Okay, there's a lot of connection, emotional connection, okay, awaiting the other side. So if you are got trapped and you want to manifest, let's see, there is going to be a love waiting for you the other side. Now, I'm not saying for everybody. This is those of you who feel like you are trapped, and if you are going to manifest, okay, there is love waiting the other side. Or for some of you, you may be taking a trip overseas to see your loved one. Okay, take how it is. Now, the fourth one is major arcana. So in week 4, you are going to build up a lot of courage. Okay, and you are going to tighten your relationship. All right, there's going to be a lot of passion and compassion. Look at this person. So let's say you are traveling to see this person overseas. This person may tie you, okay, to them, or you are going to tie them to them. I don't know, whichever how, take how it resonates. But I see there is a lot of strength, strong relationship brewing by the end of July. Okay, so this is a great news I see from where you come from. Okay, being trapped and strengthening your bond, strengthening your love. That is magnificent. Okay, I see there is a lot of romance by the end of July. Wow, I can't wait for that. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pull a card for your, this is, let's see, this is your career. Okay, I keep forgetting because I always mix up with career and finances. Okay, so this is for your career. So what message we have for Gemini with regards for their career? Okay, now 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so let's begin. So you have 6 of Pentacles, and you have Two of Cups, and you have Five of Pentacles, and you have King of Pentacles. Wow, your career is going into the next level, my wonderful Gemini friends. So let's start with 6. So 6 is all about, you feel like you are not going to make a same mistake in your work. All right, I think you are going to reconnect with your past and see what is working and what was not working. I sense that you are going to do a lot of learning. Now you might be coming across with someone who is a senior, and this person is going to teach you so that you are going to rise in your work. Okay, you're going to rise in your work because I see there's a lot of potential coming. So this card is telling me that you are not going to sit around, but you are connecting, and you are reflecting on your past, and someone is going to come in your life, in your work, and they're going to mentor you so that you are going to to a higher heights. Okay, so that's what this card is all about. Now, here, all right, Two of Cups. Now, there are some kind of choices that you might need to make. Now, there might be some, so if you are being understudied by someone, okay, or someone is, teaching you, and you also need to go to work. So I see that in the second week, you are very busy juggling, multitasking, some stuff. So you need to learn how to, balance your work-life balance, okay? And you need to bring some kind of harmony within your work, all right? So it's going to be very resourceful. You're going to be very tiring in the second week of July, but you can do this, okay? You can get this done. So you are going to, prioritize work, and you're also going to prioritize some kind of learning. I feel like you might be going back to some school, okay, to pick up some you know work, education, so you can work better. All right, we all have to do that nowadays because with the AI, who's now kind of taking around the world, I sense that you need to do some kind of upgrade yourself. Now this card, okay, talks about some kind of a disappointment. Okay, you might be let down. So maybe because you are not in par, you are unable to juggle your work, and you're unable to do this. So you might want to work second week how you can juggle this. Remember, I tell you, this card are telling you way ahead what you can do in July. So you may, if you're unable to do that, some people at your work may not be happy with your work. So there might be some kind of a disappointment happening here. So some kind of sadness. Some people may tell you off something. Maybe your boss telling you like buckle up, and that can bring you some kind of sadness here. But don't worry, this is only temporary. The reason here is by the last week, okay, by the last week, you are going to be so respected, and you're going to be so admired at your work that people are going to be very compassionate, because they know that with going to school, studying, doing some work, and you're also coming back looking after yourself, okay, you have made it. Okay, this is a beautiful card. Now there might be some struggle along the way, but by end of July, okay, by end of July, I see that you are going to be very emotionally balanced. You're going to be very wise in your thoughts, and maybe, okay, because this person has been teaching you something or relevant, or that you're going to school and you pick up, I sense that they may also at work will put you as a leader in one of your work. Okay, possibility is there. Okay, possibility is there because the card is saying, not me. All right, so I'm going to end that, okay, obviously by pulling a card with your finances. Okay, so let's see how your finances are for the month of July. My wonderful Gemini. Okay, they told me enough for shuffling. Okay, right. So here we have Two of Wands and King of Swords, and you have Queen of Wands, and you have Seven of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. So looks like your end of July, a lot of things are happening the way it's supposed to. Okay. And a lot of new beginning. Your love is strengthening. Okay. You're going to be admired at work, and there's going to be a lot of growth coming. But before that, I know I'm jumping the gun because I'm so excited for you. So let's look at this card first. Okay, now the Two of Wands is, okay, you're going to be very stable, you're going to be very comfortable with money matters. Okay, there might be some kind of long-term financial choices that you need to make, whether to invest. But if you're going to invest, please check. Okay, but you are going to be very stable for the month of July, so I don't think so there's any major issues here, but just be careful if you are planning to invest. Okay, now let's see, this is a bit slippery, so be careful where your money is going. All right, that is because this card talks about discipline. Okay, that's why it was running away. Okay, have some discipline of your finances. Please think clearly, okay, where you want to put your money. All right, don't slip the money away. Nowadays money is not that easy to be found, so do a research. So if you want to do a research, this card tells you very carefully. Okay, it goes hand in hand. All right, do a lot of research before spending and investing. So here you need to be very disciplined, you need to have a very clear mind. Okay, so think, procrastinate on it, because it's all money matter. All right, now the Queen of Wands, all right, seems to be a lot of nurturing happening, but very soon, okay, you're going to, okay, I just see that you have the money to invest and you need to do some research. By the third week, you have already made up your mind that you might want to, whether you want to invest or not, and whether you want to, spend it or not. You're going to have a very clear decision. Okay, and you're going to make a very smart decision with regards to your money on the third week. All right, so once again, all right, plan, you're going to have a crystal clear what you want to do by the third week, or you want to just put it in the bank for a while and not do any investment, for now. All right, not now, but normally, investment is good, but just, because of the war, there's so many things are so volatile, so you just need to take a little bit of time. Maybe you can just put a little bit of money, not much, and then see how, the stock exchange is coming if you're going to do some stocks. Okay, all right, I'm not good with all this, so I'm still learning actually on investment, to be very honest with you. All right, so the Seven of Pentacles is going to show you a lot of growth, as I already mentioned. Okay, so here you're wondering, here you're doing your research, here you have a clear mind what you want to do. So if you're going to invest, I see there's a growth coming. But if you're not going to invest, it's perfectly fine, because the money is still be in your bank. Okay, so whichever decisions you make, the decision is going to be good, but you need to be a little patient when you're investing. Okay, they want you to be patient. You don't put in the seed and then you expect, but the next day, for the tree to grow and bear you fruits. No, it doesn't happen that way, right? So you may want to take some time. Okay, so you need to have a lot of patience here. So this card is a good card, which is telling you there is growth there, but you need to cultivate it with patience. All right, so this is your overall message for your July. Now, I'm also going to pull a card for you and see what is it that you can surrender while you are, going through all this. So let's say, you're deciding whether to travel or not, when there is a chaos, or, when you need to make a decision, okay, when you're learning something, okay. Let's see, what you need to surrender and for the month of July, okay. Now, surrender to obsessive thinking. Now, let's say, for example, this is where I'm talking about whether you want feeling trapped, or there is a chaos, or there is whether, to invest or not to invest, okay, or whether to go and, take up some courses or not. All right. The card is telling you just surrender to the universe, connect to the universe, okay. Ask your angels for some signs. Usually when I am stuck, I will always ask my angels, please guide me in what I need to do. All right. That is their job. That is why we are here, because we do need some manpower to back us up, and the angels and your higher self is there. But let's read what this card is trying to tell. Okay. Now, if you're obsessing about a person or situation, okay, turn the dilemma over to the spirit. I just said that, right? Doing so will help bring you clarity or even solve the problem. So let's read that one more time. If you are obsessing about a person or a situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will help you bring clarity or even solve the problem. So whether even if you want to invest or not invest, speak to your guides. All right, speak to your spirits. That's what they are here helping, wanting to help you. Now, I'm going to end the session by pulling a card from your guardian angel. Okay, remember this month is all about, honoring your guides. So I want you to honor them this month if you can. Now, this card wants to come. They just want you to relax. Don't overthink. All right, just relax. So let's read what this card is trying to tell, okay? There is plenty of time to do and achieve all your desires. Place your hands gently on your heart and allow your breaths to guide you to a quiet space within. Imagine yourself bathed in golden light, flowing down flowing from the eternal heart of God. I, your guardian angel, am with you. Allow me into your heart. You will accomplish more by focusing on you will accomplish more by focusing on that which is most important in life, that is love. All right. So here, my wonderful, Gemini friends, they are clearly telling you to relax and not to overthink. All right. So, my wonderful Gemini friends, once again, this is your reading, and I truly hope that you have enjoyed it. Now, the summary of this reading is posted at the end of this video, so please take a moment to reflect on it. And if this reading resonated with you, please let me know in the comment section below, because your insights might help others on their journey. Until my next reading, I'm sending you lots of love and light. Bye.